Good day. Yeah, it took a little bit longer than expected, but we're here. And I am here. And today I'm going to talk about what does it take to have a genuine and natural conversation in the metaverse. My name is Remco Sikkema. I work for Movella, and I will do a short introduction on that company, and then we'll go into this matter. So let's kick it off. So Movella, we are founded in 2000. Back then, it was called Xsense. Um, at some point, we were acquired by a company named MCube, and now we are all combined into one company named Movella. We do hardware, software, and cloud solutions, everything that has to do with motion. We have business units, entertainment, health and sports, automation, and mobility. In this case, we'll be talking about entertainment. 9 regional offices all throughout the world, headquartered in San Jose, and I am in the Netherlands. We have over 100 channel partners and over 350 people now, I think, with lots of nationalities. Um, so, about us, what do we actually provide? We provide motion capture for professionals in the creative industry. It's an inertial system, meaning you just need this suit, which you see on the screen. You don't need cameras or any external devices, just the suit, you put it on and you record your motion. That's why it can also be used anywhere. So in the air, run 2 kilometers, whatever. You don't need a confined space or studio. There are two types, which you can see here. It's like a lycra suit, and there's like a straps base suits, which the straps you can put over your clothes, which can be useful sometimes. We make everything ourselves, the hardware, the software, it's all ours. And yeah, it's easy to use, and it gives you production quality data, which means it's used for instance, Marvel films, Star Wars, The Mandalorian, all the big VFX productions. They mostly use Xsense as well. So, our place in the metaverse, we bring avatars to life. That is what we do. We enable metaverse creators to make characters, to make virtual fashion, digital art, virtual influence use our system, and we also see a lot of NFTs being created using our technology. A few examples. What you see here is the Fabricant. They teamed up with Timberland and created interesting virtual fashion. Pokemon, they also teamed up with Charlie Cohen and Self Righteous, which is a clothing shop, and they made physical and digital garments, which you see here in the bottom. And also the Fashion Innovation Agency worked together with Yahoo, and they also made virtual fashion. There's also avatars that are becoming live. Like you see here, Michael Lay, which is a really big TikTok influencer. He made his own Bored Ape yacht club come to life, which you can see here in the little image. There's also Bridgeworld NFT game. They made a band of NFT characters, and they made a music video, which is fully powered by the Xsense motion capture technology. So next up, why are we here? Why are we talking about motion? Because when we communicate, and this is something that's been scientifically proved, and by this Mr. Merabian, and he discovered that when you communicate, there are several aspects. So there's the body, the face, the whole body aspect. There's the voice, and there's the words itself. So the words are actually, the words that I speak. The voice is my intonation, how I speak, my ups and downs, slow or fast. And then you have the body and the face, which is the rest. And then 55% of everything that you communicate is actually done with the face and with the body and with your gestures. Then 38% is my voice, and then just 7% is actually the words. So if you extrapolate that to the metaverse, I think a lot of this is missing. Because what happens if you are in a metaverse or in a virtual world? What you have floating hands, in VR most of the time. There's no lower body. So you miss a big part of your body language. And if you have it, it's mostly not very accurate. And you miss, these nuances, these little nuances that make it so personal. What also happens, and you see it here a little bit in this image, is the eye line is off. So people don't actually see each other when they talk to each other, or they are not looking at each other. So sometimes you even don't know, if they're talking to you or somebody else. The body orientation is not always correct. So it feels like somebody's talking to you, but it could also be somebody next to you, or, you're talking to somebody's back. So that is what happens a lot. And then in the end, it's also if you walk, if you sit, if you run, they all run the same. They all walk the same. They all move the same because it's standardized motions. It's just a pool of motions that's in the game in which they pick from. So it's not unique. It's not you. So how could you solve this? Well, first of all, I want to introduce something that's called the motion print. And if you think about a fingerprint, it's very unique to you. You're the only one that has these fingerprints. So it's so unique that nobody else has it. And actually, the way you move, the way you walk, the way you gesture is also unique. So if you see this little video, it is three people that do the same walk, but they all have a different style, and it's in these little nuances that's where the style is. I know I know at least two of those, and I can recognize who it is. I understand this person walks different than the other one. And also, when I'm in my office and I hear somebody coming to me through the hall, by the thread of their pace, I can almost recognize who it is. I say, hey, that's Mark, he's coming, let's close the door. It's very recognizable how you move, how you do gestures, and how you also have subconscious motions. Because when I talk, I also when I make a little joke or I'm teasing somebody, apparently my lip starts trembling. So my wife always says, your lip is trembling, you're I want to say you're fucking with me, but you're teasing me. So, and that is, I don't even see. And, those are really tiny nuances, but those are actually the things that makes you. So this is the concept. So motion print. So what does this mean, for the metaverse, this motion print? If you would apply, first of all, you have to get a motion print. So it means you need to record your motions, and it needs to be recorded in a really high value, accurate way. So you get these nuances. The way you walk, you need to record. The way you talk, the way you discuss, the way you are angry, maybe, the way you are happy, you're energetic, just simple motions, walking, sitting, running, um, idling, like just standing. So everything that you want to, that's you, needs to be recorded. And when you're in the in your metaverse, you can apply, this motion print to your avatar. So you don't actually need something external. You don't need a camera. You don't need, a suit. You don't need anything. It's already there. It's embedded in your avatar. So this avatar will move, act, walk exactly like you do. And it will be unique. And every avatar will also be unique. And even though, you dress in different occasions differently. Your avatar will look differently at different platforms. This motion will still be the same, will still be you. So the essence of you will still stay. And it will also mean that when you talk to somebody in a metaverse, which is, at this point quite um, distant, quite flat, because there's no personality in it, it will become more genuine and more effective. And this is what this talk is about. Why is this so important for the metaverse? It's important because that's the only way that you can really communicate in an effective and genuine way. Otherwise, it will stay flat. It will also make your avatar more than just looks. These avatars you see here, that's me. I made these in Ready Player Me, and I use them when I'm on LinkedIn for my branding. When I release something, I'll put them up, or put him up. When I go in any metaverse and Ready Player Me is connected, I'll be there. If you go to my booth in spatial, I'll be there in this form. But probably there's people that have multiple avatars, and they when they go gaming, they're different than when they go in a business meet, something. But this essence of the movement will still stay. And this is where I want to go with this. When we want to evolve into a metaverse, um, this motion is one of the essential things that needs to be applied and needs to be added, um, to really evolve into a virtual digital world and make sure that we all can communicate in an effective way. Because this is where we want to go, right? We want to have an inclusive, we want to have a safe, we want to have an open world where we all can, talk to each other, communicate with each other, and have experience together with each other. And if you want to experience something to an emotional level, this needs to be added. You need to see that somebody's happy. You need to see that somebody's energetic. And maybe you also need to see when somebody's sad, you know? And at this point, you cannot in most metaverses. So that is my end conclusion. If we need to work on emotions, on adding motions our um, to the metaverses in the future, and this is the way to go, including a motion print on our avatars. So uh, even though we had a little bit of a shorter time, I stuck to the planning. Um, if there is any questions, then I'm happy to answer them. Let me give a side look to the chat. Um, well, I'm as clear as I can be because there's no questions. I thank you all for listening. Um, I hope you took something out of it, and I hope I see you in the metaverse using. And if you see me, then this is me. Give me a hug, give me a high five, and let's talk. Thank you.